a spook, you want bites like that.
I fish in some of the worst elements across the country. Spring, that's a giant, dude. Summer, oh my gosh. Hi, look at that thing. Winter, it's so cold. And fall, got it, big one, that's awesome. Being comfortable and staying dry is the only option. AFCO, any fish, any water.
Hey fans, time to let your bass fishing knowledge win you prizes. There are 3 Bassmaster Fantasy games to play. Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing, the Falcon Rods Bassmaster Drain the Lake Challenge, and the TH Marine Bassmaster Pick'em Challenge. Sign in or register today to play all 3 games before each Bassmaster Elite and the Bassmaster Classic for your chance to take home prizes from Rapala, Falcon Rods, TH Marine, and B.A.S.S, plus a bonus prize for Bass members. More than $99,000 in prizes up for grabs, and it's free to play. See BassmasterFantasy.com. Bassmaster is a dedicated Bassmaster initiative designed to encourage, educate, and empower women in bass fishing, focusing on building a supportive, inclusive community. Under the motto, Built by Women, Powered by Passion, it serves as a central hub for connection, mentoring, and showcasing female anglers through workshops and storytelling. Scan the QR code or register for one of the upcoming Bassmaster workshops.
Welcome in, beautiful. What a fabled big fish factory we're on here this week. Santee Cooper Lake. So many stories, so many chapters of Bassmaster history have been written right here. An incredible spot to just go fish it. Never mind compete in a tournament. But look atop the leaderboard. I am loving seeing Mike Iaconelli there once again. 2 events in a row. I wish we had a camera with him today because I bet you he's putting on a show. Carl Jacobson in the mix. Never been outside of the cut here. I mean, Santee treats them very, very well. Brad Watley, Caleb Summerall, Gaston, Alex Redwine, Bob Downey, Hunter Shryack, Scott Canterbury, and Logan Parks. That's what your top 10 looks like right now. And we're all caught up on everything that's been going on in the water. And we'll kick things off with somebody who we've spent a lot of time with here this year. Your Bassmaster Midday Report. Let's bring in Caleb Hudson. Caleb Hudson leading Pro Guide Batteries Rookie of the Year race.
Yeah, he has had an outstanding season this year. Every single time you look at the leaderboard for, Pro Guide Batteries Rookie of the Year leaders, he has a big lead. He's going to really have to stumble, but, obviously we're looking at the schedule, and in this event, in the Pasco Tank, these could be the make-or-break seasons. Obviously, we rarely see anybody in the Angler of the Year or Rookie of the Year race go untested throughout the season. Caleb Hudson, so far, 36th place, has 8:13. Solid start to the day, primarily fishing offshore, which is something we, suspected would be the case for a lot of guys heading into this tournament. Been a fun morning getting to watch a lot of these guys fish offshore, do something a little bit different than what we've typically become used to seing here at Santee Cooper. Just based on the time of the year, the amount of grass, a lot of things we'll get into. But so far, so good for Caleb Hudson, but a lot of long ways to go for him.
Well, we're in South Carolina, so he's going to be a popular pick, but even more popular this time around. 5-time Bassmaster with Patrick Walters.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear from him this morning. Said he was just going to fish what's in front of him. We've seen him do a lot of different things. Seen him fish up shallow on the bank, do some punching, do some flipping. Obviously doing a lot of his damage here off the bank. Patrick Walters, one of the absolute local favorites in this event. Currently sitting in 27th place with 11 pounds even. Dave, this is typically the part of the show where we guess what that actually is, because there's no way he has 11 pounds even. Anytime you see Patrick Walters on Bass Track, you can go ahead and, add at least 2+ pounds. Certainly not been a stellar morning compared to maybe what we would expect from Patrick Walters, but getting some bites. And like I said, one of those guys that has an infinite amount of knowledge on this place. And by the end of the day, I would bet he's right up there near the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, at this point, it's not really a question of whether Patrick's lying. It's whether Patrick actually knows he's lying. I mean, maybe he's just really bad at judging the size of fish. But incredible sandbagger. Well, let's have a look at your 2025 Bassmaster Classic champion, who is rolling out there this morning with our fan camera. You guys voted him in, Peter Boat's fan camera, and that's why we've got eyes on Easton Fothergill all day long.
Yeah, you certainly can't argue with Easton Fothergill having a camera in his boat. Always a good time when we get to watch Easton Fothergill on Bassmaster Live. fun morning for him, got a lot of bites. One of the first guys in the field to catch a limit. Certainly not the limit he's looking for long-term. 12.5 pounds right now has him currently sitting in 15th place. But we've seen that, take place here typically when we have Elite Series events here. It's typically not a fast and furious thing. You kind of have to build up your weight, very similar in a lot of cases to a Florida event in the sense that, you catch that 6+ pounder and it changes your day entirely. So great start for him, and a lot of room to grow for his bag.
Yeah, he's 2.5. It's him.
A lot of anglers have talked about just the number of keeper fish that there is here now. That's definitely increased. We're seeing a lot more of that. But let's get a live look with one of the former champions right now, right on the cut line in 50th place right now, Luke Palmer.
My head. Grind today. I don't know which way guys in north wind. We just talked about that. It's shallow water. That's kind of not your favorite time, but I did pull in an area that I actually came in yesterday and got a bunch of bites, and was coming in here just to try to scratch out a limit maybe before I start moving around, and I caught a 4-pounder. So that made me stay in here longer, but nothing's panned out so far. So it's just I don't know. Something's definitely changed up here, and I'm not old enough to know that that's what happens. I'll pull it around here just a little bit longer, and we got areas down the lake.
A little rough service there with Palmer. Let's head over to Hamner.
I don't know. I'm trying to find a few more of these big fish I have on bed. They ain't wanting to cooperate. So, ain't gonna be too much longer. I'm gonna have to go do the deal where I know I can just catch some fish. This one was here, but she just ain't acting right. Look at that son of a gun. Goodness. If that's her, that's the problem. She's a long way from home. What is she doing? Yeah, so I'm gonna give this a few more minutes and we're gonna have to pull the plug. Go catch some fish.
That's why people come to Santee Cooper Lakes. You see that thing? I mean, it looks like a barrel just swimming along the bottom. Hamner talked about having giants to start on, and he has been around them. Obviously, he's got one fish in the box, one fish for 6 pounds. So
it is a
got
good one.
One of the right ones. But that is a lot like playing slots. I mean, you either keep pumping quarters into that thing or you get away because it will ruin your night.
Seemed like one of the biggest storylines this morning is at takeoff. His cameraman Austin got the chance to talk to him, said he had a 10-pounder located that he was going to start on, and did fish for that fish for a good while, and obviously has shifted on to other things. But really great drone footage from Wes Miller, as always, getting to see the bed, and it was pretty awesome. It'd be sweet to see him catch that fish later on this afternoon.
Head over to Lake Moultrie and hook up with Patrick Walters, 5-time Bassmaster winner, 7-time Classic qualifier, and already 3 century belts in his young career. He knows a thing or two about the big ones. Speaking of big ones, caught a giant catfish a little while ago.
Wasn't thrilled about it.
Well, I mean, they're fun. Just don't really help you when you're...
So we're gonna do one time and then we're gonna leave. I should just throw the jig. That's what I got right here.
It's wild when you watch coverage of Santee Cooper Lakes events. I feel like one thing we probably don't do a good job of is just really showing how big and how vast this is. Like when you spend time here, I mean, it gives an ocean-esque feel.
No doubt. No doubt. I've covered every Elite Series tournament, the last few that we've had here since the 2021 on the water. And every time you're making a game plan and you're like, oh, we'll run across the lake. It's just like the Great Lakes in a sense where you look at the map and you're like, oh, it's not that far. Until you get going and you're like, we have been driving forever.
Much is expected of Patrick Walters, and nobody expects it more than himself. But you really feel that now looking at him in 28th place. And you're like, ooh. Anyone else, you're like, they're having a great event. Not Patrick, not on this body of water.
Yeah, that just speaks to the expectation. I know Ronnie was talking about this earlier on the show, but we just expect so much from him because he's been so incredibly good over the course of his Elite Series career. You know, last week you go to Lake Murray where we've seen him win, finish in the top 10 more often than not. And he finishes 29th, and for most anybody, that's a great event. Yeah. You look at that, and you're like, that's fantastic. That's, coming out of here with good points. But for Patrick Walters, it seems like, that's more of a failure than it was for anybody else just because, again, how high of expectations we have for him. And no different here on Santee Cooper. And you have to imagine the last time we were here, he finished somewhere in the 70s, probably wanting some revenge this time around.
Yeah, I heard you say it on the podcast that you would be more shocked to see him not top 10 than you would be to
do that again.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think that that's an option.
No.
Our upcoming guest has probably got a thing or two to say about that. Next segment, we're going to be joined by Ken Ellis, and he's spent a little time with Patrick and a lot of time on this fabled fishery.
All right. The grass is kind of cruddy right now. Let's go run some hard cover where they can tuck in some shade. All right, let's go, Carl. Not going terribly far, but we are leaving.
He's making a move, so will we.
Can you actually hear me now?
Said he was going to do something different, and he is.
Would not be opposed to seeing this happen for him.
No. No, we want more of that.
A bunch of fry garters on these docks too. You see right there, those are like being spawned out. Ain't even got nobody with them no more.
Let's head over with our 2025 Bassmaster Classic champion, Easton Fothergill.
They just stand on the jerkbait. Skinny. He should weigh something, but he don't. 2¼
Number 2.
Well, we'll leave Easton Fothergill, and we got lots of action coming. As I said, going to be joined by Ken Ellis when we come back. Top your leaderboard, Mike Ken Ellis. He keeps catching them like this, and I'm betting there's no way he retires this year. What do you think?
I'm with you. I think he's got to stay for another year. He had too much success this year.
Yeah, the more I see him on camera, the more I want us to beg him not to retire.
Me
He's
and
so
you
good,
both.
so entertaining, and hopefully he stays right up there at the top. We get a camera on him tomorrow. He's leading right now. Carl Jockett from Texan, Brad Watley in third place. Yokohama Tire Bassmaster Elite.
Yamaha V-Max SHO. The power behind a remarkable 6 elite wins plus the 2025 Bassmaster Classic Championship in 10 tournaments. Powerful performance. Legendary reliability. The V6 V-Max SHO. The choice of champions. Yamaha. Reliability starts here.
Evolution doesn't just happen. It's engineered, refined by experience, and built to dominate. This is the next evolution.
How do you stop backlashes without killing your cast? The Paramag system uses a radial paramagnetic design that applies even force across the entire brake surface, creating perfect spool balance and smooth, silent operation. No friction, no noise, just control. All without a single battery. Elite performance is no longer just for the elite. The Paramag braking system. Feel the difference.
Is your trolling motor working for you, or are you working for your motor? Minn Kota Ultrex trolling motors are built to outmaneuver anything, so all you have to focus on is the bass. Steering with unrivaled precision from an ultra-responsive foot pedal, getting you to the fish day after day, and turning any spot into a stronghold season after season. Minn Kota Ultrex is built to fish.
Heading Super Zara Spook, and as you can see, biggins absolutely love it. You better make sure you have Heading Super Zara Spook if you want bites like that.
I fish in some of the worst elements across the country. Spring, that's a giant, dude. Summer, oh my gosh. Hi, look at that thing. Winter, it's so cold. And fall, got a big one, that's awesome. Being comfortable and staying dry is the only option. AFCO, any fish, any water.
Hey fans, time to let your bass fishing knowledge win you prizes. There are 3 Bassmaster Fantasy games to play. Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing, the Falcon Rods Bassmaster Drain the Lake Challenge, and the TH Marine Bassmaster Pick'em Challenge. Sign in or register today to play all 3 games before each Bassmaster Elite and the Bassmaster Classic for your chance to take home prizes from Rapala, Falcon Rods, TH Marine, and B.A.S.S, plus a bonus prize for Bass members. More than $99,000 in prizes up for grabs, and it's free to play. See BassmasterFantasy.com. Bassmaster is a dedicated Bassmaster initiative designed to encourage, educate, and empower women in bass fishing, focusing on building a supportive, inclusive community. Under the motto, Built by Women, Powered by Passion, it serves as a central hub for connection, mentoring, and showcasing female anglers through workshops and storytelling. Scan the QR code or register for one of the upcoming Bassmaster workshops.
Welcome back. Yokohama Tired Bassmaster Elite at Santee Cooper Lake. Stop 6 of the 2026 Progressive Bassmaster Elite Series. And Santee Cooper Lakes is, I mean, you're going to have to traverse some stuff. It's not going to be easy on you. You're going to be challenged with big fish and big obstacles. And we got a big guest joining us, Ken Ellis in the house. And you got some long history on this body of water, don't you, Ken?
Oh yeah. I started fishing here in 1972. I fished my first tournament on Santee. And I've seen it go through a lot of changes, but it's always a challenge. It's probably as hard a lake on your equipment as any in the country, but it's you never get tired of it. You never learn it all. It's big. It's challenging, and but it's got a lot of big fish in it. You can really have some great days, and you can get humbled pretty easy here too.
A tough body of water, but giant fish in it, and it's going to take a whooping on your equipment. Our service guys have been very, very busy here this week, but service guys aren't always around. Sometimes our angler actually have to become the service guys. And let's get out in the water with your current leader and Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year points, Trey McKinney, and oh boy.
Uh-oh. Do you have service where you're at? Well, we're sitting here right now. We had a little bit of an issue, slung an ear. So we're just kind of waiting. He said he's going to come and meet us right here. So I knew there was a brush pile right here, so figured I might as well just troll over here and fish it. We had a bite, but he missed it. I threw after I got there. He smoked it first cast. Now I haven't had another nibble, but just killing some time. We're probably gonna just fish down through there and fish on some of those trees and stuff like that, but hopefully it won't be too long because I got one stretch of docks that I think I can catch them on, hopefully. So hopefully if we have just enough time, we only got 2 fish. We got a 3 3/4 and a 2 1/2. So if I just get to the docks, man, and just get 5, it would be a miracle. I know it's not the greatest thing ever, but we got to do with what cards were dealt. Trying to stay cool. I think if I flip them thorough enough and quick enough, I think I can get a couple more bites. And I did catch a big one, so in practice. That's the only place I did, so hopefully we get a bite. These brush pile fish are wizards. They got their caps on and everything down there. They only eat stuff that's gilling. I know they're in there. I don't know, I'm bringing my jerkbait right over them. Oh man. We had a spare prop, but it went a little aggressively, so we have to redo the, I think it's the prop shaft, so we'll see. Drag a jig through there. Oh, faithful. Faithful never does me wrong.
Well, coming in this event, many people wondered what would it take to slow down Trey McKinney. We just found out, Ken, saw a guy rolling through town in a really nice truck. Confirm or deny, that guy owns the prop shop in the local area.
Actually, the prop shop in the local area does real well. He's a good friend. He becomes a good friend. It's kind of you kind of have a monthly bill with him around here. Between props and prop shafts and lower units. As a matter of fact, I taught Zona and Davey how to knock a lower unit off during one of their shows.
Oh.
I did it myself with the camera guys in the boat.
That's kind of you.
Yeah.
I'm starting to blame it on one dude, though. If I'm correct, I believe it's cameraman Brandon Payne. Well, he was with Leaderboard last week, and he got all cut up on that. And now Brandon Payne is with our Angler of the Year leader. We're going to start calling him the speed bump. I mean, if you want to slow down an angler, just put the speed bump in the boat with them, and Brandon Payne, he'll show you a thing or two.
Hopefully their fate ends up better than they did last week, all cut up hands. I don't even know for sure if we know if Loberg still has his thumb. It was in question at the end of that tournament.
Let's head over to Justin Hamner, 2024 Bassmaster Classic champion. One big bite, Ken, that can really mess with you here. If you find a few in a bed, it's, I can equate it to, hooked up, hold on.
Down. He ain't that big. Oh, it's only got one hook. I need you right now. Hey, we finally caught another fish. We gotta do that on every dock in here. Mine coming off. It's the new, golly, the new gum I got too. What's it called? Rebound or something? It's the one with Chris Johnson's face on it. Finally. Yeah, we're about to run some. Stinks.
Making an audible, obviously leaving the sight fish and throwing a jerk bait. Now you like that, Ken?
Yeah, the bed fish this time of year, there's still a lot of fish bed, but the water's so warm, they're come and gone in 24 to 36 hours for the most part. And it's really hard to catch them in the right phase. Like I said, you can find some fish on the bed and come back and they'll be swimming around or they'll be doing something else. And it's hard to target those fish this time of year. Earlier, like mid-April, you could really count on them. But this time of year, it's kind of hit and miss, especially on the big ones. They don't take long.
Let's head over to another former champion here, Luke Palmer. Got it done here a few years ago. Currently in 50th place with just 2 fish.
He's in a real good area, though.
Yes! Well, they're bad shape up here, ain't they? Thank you, Lord. We need one more good one. I mean, it's not a great one, but it's...
I would say that hook set proves one thing. Ken knows what he's talking about.
Absolutely.
He's been here 10 minutes already doing the job better than me and you. Slow down, Ken. We don't need any competition here. We're trying to say we're doing the job in the first place. We don't need you rolling in here and stealing it from us.
No problem.
Mike Iaconelli with 20 pounds even. Charles Rockington at 19-12. Do you think the weights are a little less than what you would have expected?
A little bit. It's a real strange time of year. Fish are really changing from spawning to post-spawn. Unlike Murray, we don't have the herring spawn that Murray has. We have mostly shad. The herring in this lake come in the lake and spawn and leave because they can go back to the ocean. So we do have a lot of other Andromedas type fish that had make some big fish would be a big bait would be real good.
G-Rat wasn't built in a boardroom. It was built on the water, obsessed with innovation from concept to catch. Because big bites don't happen by accident. From weekend anglers to hardcore grinders, this is gear built for everyone chasing their next personal best. G-Rat Baits, built to catch bass, one bait at a time.
Family owned since 1948 on the shores of Neely Henry Lake and the Coosa River. Bucks Island is your place for
Keeter Boat, Falcon Boat, Bass Cat Boats,
Icon Boats,
Mercury, Yamaha,
full parts and service department, and tackle in the lot. Visit Bucks Island where you are family.
and Elite Family.
4500 Highway 77 in Southside, Alabama. 1-800-I'm-READY or bucksisland.com.
Get up on your feet, this is a shakedown.
Pro Series jerkbait, baby.
Do you want to fish what the pros fish without breaking the bank? Yo-Zuri has the answer for you, and that's their new Pro Series. Developed by our top anglers in the U.S. market, there's 4 styles within the series. A 110 jerkbait that comes in a shallow and a mid-depth, a 65 and 75 millimeter suspending shad, a topwater popper, and a 7-inch Japanese-style chopping glide bait. Tungsten magnetic weight transfer system, the Yo-Zuri Pro Series is the answer.
Find our way and choose to get lost again. We are the Detourists. Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
With Garmin.
We identified a few different ways in which we could make, in our opinion, the best harness swim bait on the market. The Swag LT. To have a top hook line through, a bottom hook line through.
It has a hybrid wedge tail, so I'm able to burn it as fast as I can reel. It doesn't blow out, and I barely turn the handle, and it keeps kicking. How many harness-style swim baits will do that for you? Swag LT is going to change the way you look at a harness swim bait.
Hey fans, time to let your bass fishing knowledge win you prizes. There are 3 Bassmaster Fantasy games to play. Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing, the Falcon Rods Bassmaster Drain the Lake Challenge, and the TH Marine Bassmaster Pick'em Challenge. Sign in or register today to play all 3 games before each Bassmaster Elite and the Bassmaster Classic for your chance to take home prizes from Rapala, Falcon Rods, TH Marine, and B.A.S.S, plus a bonus prize for Bass members. More than $99,000 in prizes up for grabs, and it's free to play. See BassmasterFantasy.com.
Welcome back, Santee Cooper Lakes. That's our host community here this week. Clarendon County, got to thank them for always being with us and always putting on a great event. Everything getting set up outside. It's going to be a fun week for the Yokohama Tires Bassmaster Elite at Santee Cooper Lakes. And in the break, we're just talking about, is this the Trey McKinney moment where just when everybody starts to anoint him Angler of the Year, something happens, but the guy that can capitalize on that is your Rookie of the Year leader and potentially your Angler of the Year leader, because he's in second in that race, and that is Caleb Hudson. But he's in 43rd place, but everybody becomes more important. And that being said, I 100% could see Trey McKinney getting his prop fixed and going and catching 27 pounds, because that seems to be what he does. He's not far from some good fish, though. Ken, you were telling us.
Yeah, he's in a real good area. There's
is there a way to make a dragon worm exciting?
Even if he has prop shaft problems and has to kind of idle around slow. He doesn't have to
The
go
only
far.
exciting thing about a worm
He's in a really good area to
is the bite.
to get well in a
There ain't
hurry.
nothing exciting about this. Just sitting there counting the blades of grass. 1,
You
2.
see that grass.
Hopefully by the time I say 3, I'll get a bite.
Yeah.
3. Nope. But this is a big old patch here. This is that patch that I said that I caught that good one out of this morning. We saw Paul catch a good one on. It's a giant patch, so I know there's multiple here. I'm just trying to fish it out.
Another example of there's times in our eye in the sky gives us such a better view than the anglers even get. And that's why drones are illegal on the Bassmaster Elite Series, because you know they'd all have one up there.
We're getting to see what he's trying to imagine in his head. You know, I mean, he just talked about counting the blades of grass. You know, he's visualizing that, you know, from the angle that he's at, and we're lucky enough to be able to see exactly what he's talking
But
about.
this one's definitely hydrilla. You can feel like as you're coming over it, you're getting like caught in it. You got to pull it out of it.
Looks like he's fishing.
Versus like the eelgrass patches where it just slides through still.
Boy, these anglers keep making you look good, Ken.
They do.
You wouldn't believe how much I had to pay him.
What's going to happen with Justin Hamner? I mean, I'll put you on the spot.
He's in a place that has a lot of scattered eelgrass and a lot of post-spawn fish coming in it. I don't know what he's throwing. I know a speed worm has been real effective in that stuff. I expect that to be one of the major baits for the week. Be some kind of swimming worm.
Yeah.
The lake fish is so much like Florida right now. Well, look at it.
Ooh, dude, I was reeling it in. What?
Women,
I thought it was a
worm, are
catfish.
you?
Come on. You kidding me? That was luck. That's a fist one. Come on. Dude, there's 100 of them down there. That'll work.
Big head, skinny fish.
Another 2-pounder.
I got to be honest, I was going to take the rest of the day off if he reeled it in and there was a speed worm inside that fish's mouth.
I mean, but he was swimming.
He was.
Plastic.
Said he was reeling it back in.
Looked like a creeper worm of some sort, a lizard or maybe a brush hog. Couldn't really tell. But green is the color. That's good. You're going to see everybody's
There
going
ain't
to be
no
throwing
way you can go through that
shaded
tree and not get bit.
green. It's going to be green pumpkin.
I just wasn't
candy.
expecting it while I was reeling it in.
Some of that. That's just kept this time of year on this lake.
That thing is loaded.
See top water. I expect we'll see some nice top water action early and jerk bait, and then people are going to slow down and start throwing their plastics. Cinco. I mean, you can't go to Santee without a Cinco.
Yeah, or anywhere really.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hamner said he didn't expect him to eat it when he was swimming in. You, my friend, might not have, but Ken did. Now let's head over to Ray McKinney, who's fishing. Still biding time, but Ken told us a little while ago he's not too far from him.
Right, those 2 trees to his right are real good.
Big catch. I'm walking off set.
Keeper. Ugly one, but keeper. That is the ugliest fish I've ever seen in my life. I'll take him.
Yeah, that thing is pretty ugly.
Ugly, dude. We got one, boy. Yeah, 2.5.
These guys must be using the same scale that Patrick uses. Speaking of which, you notice Patrick has a different scale than everybody else. He's got it adjusted
We've
so that he
got
can
one
say
good
he's
one,
not
an
lying.
okay one. We just started getting a couple bites, running some brush. I guess because it's sunny. In practice, it was no good. It was terrible. So I wanted to kind of leave here and head to the upper lake and fish some grass and fish for some spawners, but we started to get some bites. I popped one off a second ago. I think it was a catfish, but I actually don't know. It felt very big. So we're gonna hit a couple brush piles, fishing out a little bit, and then we're gonna head back to the upper lake and just go fishing. So we're getting some ideas. We just need that 1 or 2 good lucky breaks is what we need.
Does he lie to even you, Ken?
He lies to himself. That way he can believe it's the truth.
That's my last one right there.
He said, if he were fishing a team tournament, he would lie to his partner. But he's got a great young family doing really good. We're real proud of him around here. He's a good ambassador for the sport, too.
Sure is.
I believe it was last year Zona was telling us that in some of the shows that they've shot together, he would even hold stuff back, and Zona's like,
Ready?
brother, we're in this together. We're shooting this together.
We're not going to go forward.
We're not facing each other.
Yeah.
Bouncing the whole corner.
We were in doing one show, and it was foggy, and Patrick took off with his boat.
I'm going to need you to see it just in case.
Ran up the lake with Zona and all that.
You will?
It was so foggy, I wasn't. I had the camera cut. I was Zona had to stop him and say, Patrick, we can't do any of this without the camera. He said, it doesn't matter if you got to get there early and catch him. You know, he just was on fire. He's calmed down a little bit over the last 2 or 3 years, but when he first came out, he was just, wide open.
Wide open indeed. We'll be right back. Yokohama Tires Bassmaster Elite. Santee Cooper Lakes. Mike Kelly topped the leaderboard. Really, the leaderboard has been very stable, Kyle.
Yeah. Until you said that, David Gaston took over the lead. David Gaston just taken over the lead. It's been stable up until just right now, but yeah, the top 10's been pretty stable, Dave.
Yeah, it's very stable until I mentioned instability. Then it gets unstable. Yeah, it's kind of how my world works. Yokohama Tire Bassmaster Elite, Santee Cooper Lakes.
We do the impossible. Take off like a rocket. Fly across water. We hunt monsters, armed with only rod and reel. We stay silent as a ghost. And outduel the others, be they fish or foe. We chase the extraordinary. And that is why Mercury means more.
What's down there? For ages, man could only wonder. Until 1957, when a man named Carl Lowrance used World War II sonar to invent the first portable fish finder. And a company of fishermen, pioneers of underwater intelligence. We're still leading the way nearly 70 years deep. At Lowrance, we make more than marine electronics. We make fishing.
Innovation doesn't wait. It adapts, evolves, and transforms how anglers tackle every challenge on the water. For anglers seeking smarter gear, sharper performance, and new ways to master their craft. FXR Pro Fish is shaping the future and influencing the next generation of anglers. Every cast and every legacy starts here.
When every cast counts, are you truly zeroed in? If your transducer isn't perfectly aligned, you're missing fish, period. Meet the zeroed in mount from Beatdown Outdoors, built from heavy-duty aluminum and stainless steel. Switch between forward, down, and perspective modes in seconds. No tools. Get zeroed in.
If you're looking for the best jigs, buzz baits, spinner baits, Epic is the choice for you. Years of experience from every Epic Pro angler goes into every bait. Epic Baits, veteran owned, so check us out, America.
Terminal tackle to swing jigs and buzz baits. Epic has you covered.
The best weights that I've used, they never fray your line, no matter if you're using fluorocarbon braid, whatever, you don't have to worry about it.
Keep an eye out for all the new products coming to epicbaitsfishing.com.
Bassmaster is a dedicated Bassmaster initiative designed to encourage, educate, and empower women in bass fishing, focusing on building a supportive, inclusive community. Under the motto, Built by Women, Powered by Passion, it serves as a central hub for connection, mentoring, and showcasing female anglers through workshops and storytelling. Scan the QR code or register for one of the upcoming Bassmaster workshops.
Welcome back. Day number 1, stop number 6 of the Progressive Bassmaster Elite Series. And looky there, your Yeti hot seat. Be loaded right now with David Gaston if we were to do this right now, but it's not right now. Weigh-in starts at 3 p.m. Eastern time, and the question is who's going to load the Yeti hot seat when we get there? Because our leaderboard was remarkably stable until I mentioned that it was stable, and then it got unstable, proving once again the universe hates me, but it is not hating David Gaston atop our leaderboard. 20 pounds, 10 ounces, and a brand new leader at the Yokohama Tire. Bassmaster Elite, Santee Cooper Lakes.
Yeah, just caught a 5.7, jumped him up to 20 pounds, 10 ounces, and now your new unofficial leader.
Get out in the water with Hamner. Started the day looking at him and has called an audible.
I feel like we have seen him do just about everything.
Yeah. Glide baits, swim in a soft plastic, and now
stay on bait.
A spoon, of course.
Do I got a limb? I got a fish. Yes, sir. Told you we was about to catch one on that thing. She wasn't fighting at all.
True, you can catch them on Santee on just about anything.
Oh, this could be fun.
Anything you want to fish.
See a lot of spoons here, Ken?
No.
A lot of wood.
This is the first one I've seen actually fished on Santee.
Number 4.
But these young guys, they
so many of them down there.
They come up with sometimes teach us some lessons.
Ain't no telling what we're gonna do today.
I do hope he has a lot of them if he's going to fish it on our lake much.
especially without forward-facing sonar in play this week.
Yeah.
Keeping that spoon from being hung
That's
up
a
is
big
not
one.
easy.
Oh.
I have a feeling you're going to see a lot more spoons on Santee coming up here.
Striper. Probably.
There's a life here.
Yep.
This looks dangerous. My long
We
one.
don't have as many of those as Murray. We've got a fair amount. If they were fishing forward-facing sonar here, they'd be catching 5 or 6 big catfish every day.
Let's head over to Bassmaster Classic champion Easton Fothergill. The Bassmaster Classic, one of the best catfish guides out here. Kyle Austin, Bassmaster Classic qualifier.
Right.
Catfishing so good that he gets distracted from bass.
Came down to the bottom lake, hit 2 areas that had a bunch of fish in practice, had them going good on jerkbait. You can see the conditions now. It's
here for about
glass calm, high skies. So made the adjustment, caught one on a straight king cutter worm. And then we came down here and started throwing Nico around and got a couple bites pretty quickly. So hopefully we've made the right adjustment. Now we got to put our bait in front of a couple of the big ones before the day's over. So all it takes is a couple of the right bites down here to flip our day around. So that's the goal the rest of the day.
We've seen that a lot here at Santee Cooper Lakes, where one bite, I mean, Paul Neck a few years ago when he went on to win, this is one of those fisheries that you are one bite away from being a major problem in an event.
It definitely seems to happen fast. Like Luke Palmer said earlier, the year that he won, one of the days he didn't have a keeper at 1:30 in the afternoon, and then still ends up catching them big. So Ken, it can happen. Late
Oh
in the
yeah,
day.
yeah. You can catch these fish, especially in the grass. You can get into a school of them and catch 5, 6 pounders in 10 or 15 minutes. I mean, it doesn't happen like that here often, but it certainly happens. And the main thing here is you just don't know. Every cast can be an 8, 9, 10 pound fish, and that can make such a huge difference. And even over 4 days, you look back, you've got 1 8 pounder in there that really push you away from the crowd.
Sure.
Because everybody's going to catch 10, 12, 15 pounds with the weather you guys are. I don't know how you managed to schedule this tournament with 4 days of beautiful weather and not a lot of wind, because wind is the major factor on Santee Cooper.
We've started a few events, well, all events almost, other than Guntersville, like that this year, and guess what? Somebody tells Mother Nature the Elite Series is in town, and it drastically changes. One of the things we see in a lot of bodies of water is timing. There's key timing windows throughout the day. Is that the case here in Santee?
Not as much. This is probably one of the few lakes in the country that I don't feel that the early bite is all that important. The grass fish seem to set up a lot better in the mid afternoons, and when you get a day like this where it's not a lot of wind and you can see those dark spots and really pick them apart, you can catch a lot of your better fish. And of course, I expect we're going to see some tree fish caught this afternoon too, as fish set up on that. We got one hooked up right here.
Got a limit already. Not sure that's going to help.
Something's up with his nose.
The last cull he made, his smallest was a 2 pounder. So 2 pound even.
Looks like he's got to do a little surgery on this one.
Yeah. Well, there's a look at your leaderboard, David Gaston. Who do we got to be scared of in this tournament, real quick, Ken? Who?
I'd be concerned about Brandon Paul. He's won here. He's got the versatility, and he knows the lake well. Fitzpatrick. They're
Born in Japan, using technology, innovation, and precision, Sunline produces the widest selection of fishing lines at the most technologically advanced line factory in the world. Manufactured at the strictest tolerances to produce victories at the highest levels of tournament bass fishing. From household names like Christie, Swindle, and Cruz, to young guns like Cook, Logan, New, and Welcher, they all trust Sunline to take them to the top of the leaderboard. Choose the line that will give you the strength to guarantee your